Emmanuel Mulunga and others versus the state. Forum consists of presiding officer Magistrate Ramutana, representing the state, Ms. Linda, standing in for advocate Mulumoy, who is currently engaged in the High Court in another matter. Affiliate the Examination Council will join us. Representing the accused person on record for the first applicant, that's Emmanuel Mulunga, as well as Jennifer Namcor, and Pandileni Namcor is Mr. Francois Panga Wapo. Mr. Engelbrecht is representing Cornelius Valenso. Bishop Mr. Engelbrecht is not joining the proceedings today. Mr. Casper is standing in for Mr. Engelbrecht. Mr. Casper is with Olivia Demanski. Mr. Demanski is representing Peter Imini, Malake Imini, as well as Lady Imini.
Councillors, can you confirm your appearance?
For your worship, I confirm my appearance on behalf of accused number 1, 3, and 8 of the global display application. We are ready to proceed.
Yes, for the worship, I continue doing accused number 4. I'm also standing for Ms. Bella in respect of the people. We are ready. Your worship, I continue acting on behalf of accused number 5, 6, and 7. We were told that your worship will be some of the accused persons the main, but we did agree in the interest of time to proceed because the application that going on now is affecting the result of the second applicant while they are being put.
Yes, we can proceed. Say you are still under oath. It's cross-examination. Just answer what you are asked. We can proceed.
Okay. I remember your worship that there was an issue concerning the proof of title deed, interest in close corporations and companies by applicant number 1 and applicant number 2. You promised to have a bundle for verification purposes. Your worship may come here this morning to render a copy because she may want to verify the bundle. That may I proceed the tender?
Yeah. The document has been provided to both councils.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, we can proceed.
Your worship, for purpose of cross-examination, on behalf of first, third, and the accused person, I have 2 or 3 questions to you, Mr. Malakia. If you can go to the charge sheet, count 44, the bundle where they are charge sheet.
I have a lot of document here, sir. I hope it's this one.
Can you refer to the page?
Page 40, page 40.
Read the 41. I'm later to my
20. Page 20.
Yes, I'm there. The state, in count 44, the state alleges that on or about the period of 2021, July 2022, you, the accused person, did directly or indirectly, and corruptly offer, underline offer, money in the amount of 2.5 million to Cornelius Harassment, that is the accused number 2, and Jennifer Amukwaya, that is accused number 3. So my question relates to accused number 3. Listen carefully. So in your personal capacity, you, Mr. Malakia Elindi, did you make any offer to accused number 3 in the amount of 2.5 million in order to induce her to abuse her office or her position, and also in order to facilitate the purchase of the 9 service station, and of course the payment of the purchase price for those 9 service stations in the amount of 53,212,000. The question is, did you offer any money to accused number 3 in the amount of 2.5?
I did not offer any amount to accused number 3. In fact, there was, as we learned in this court, there was no need to do that because the offer came from Namcor, so there was no need to offer any.
Because if you look at the period alleged in this count 44, is it 20 to 21st July 2022. Do you remember when the purchase or the purchase agreement was concluded between Enacon and Namcor?
I can remember around the 15th of July.
15 July 2022. Okay. Now, during cross-examination by the state to your brother, Peter Elindi, you were sitting here in court, the state put to him, of course, to him as the representative of Enacon. The state put to him that actually Enacon was a sale of dreams. They didn't sell anything to Namcor. Can you clarify that allegation? Did Enacon sell anything to Namcor?
It's unfortunate to say it's a dream. We established in this honorable court that in the agreement between Enacon and the Ministry of Defense, that Enacon should use their own resources to build those assets. And I wouldn't be able to really believe anyone can able to say it's a dream when they are really assets up to now that are existing.
Yeah, the last one on that aspect. You, after you signed the contract, and after you provided a list of the assets, Namcor made payment in the amount of 35 million, and then a day later, an amount of 18 million into the account of Enacon. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, as a businessman, once the purchase price will be paid towards the subject matter of the sale, the purchaser is supposed to deliver, no, the seller, that is Enacon, is expected to deliver the assets to the buyer, that is Namcor. Did the Enacon deliver the assets or the subject matter of the sale to Namcor?
That's not part of my colleague's question at the beginning. It would kindly just repeat the question.
Sir, can you just kindly?
Yeah, I will just try to be a bit short. After Enacon has received the purchase price from Namcor, did Enacon, as the seller, deliver the assets or allow Namcor to take possession of the assets?
Yeah, this is a commercial transaction. In the normal circumstances, the agreement should have the effective date. So if the agreement have an effective date. From that effective date, Namcor will enjoy the benefit, the titles, and the interest in those assets. And of course, there will be also a process that has to be taking place because these are assets that are situated in the Ministry of Defense physically. That process has to be followed also.
But as the owners of the asset, did you ensure that Namcor enjoys possession as the new owner or the new possessor?
Yes, because we never prevent Namcor to take the possession. So the effective date should have been followed to be taken.
Okay. So as we speak now, Namcor has taken over possession of those assets.
We just learned that they canceled the agreement. So they should have benefited up to now. They should have been having those benefits until today.
Thank you. Go to page count 47. That is the state here says about the period of October 2021 until December 2022. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
That you as the accused person wrongfully and unlawfully conspired with employees of Namcor, that is Jennifer Mukwaya, accused number 3, Cornelius Williams, accused number 2, Olivia Grace, accused number 4, and the representative of Eco Fuel with the quality meat supply by inducing the said Namcor staff, those are the employees of Namcor, here to listed to commit the offenses. And then there is the offenses to which Namcor staff members here in list to commit offenses, fraud, theft, false pretenses, and money laundering. You understand the charges? And they say this emanates from October 2021 until December 2022. And they say you conspired, meaning you had a secret plot with these listed employees. My question to you is, during the period as alleged in count 47, have you had any secret meeting? Have you conspired?
I'm not objective. Just to keep so that my client is not confused. The state did not allege secret conspiracy. It may well be an open conspiracy. I just do not want my client to respond to something that was not suggested by the state. You know, look at the chart. If my colleague can just keep to the state, he must not make the state better than it is. Your worship.
Concern, can you just rephrase that? Yes.
I took note of that, Your Worship. Mr. Malakia, in your personal capacity, between October 2021 and December 2022, did you conspire with accused number 3, that is Jennifer Mukwaya, in order to commit fraud, theft by false pretense, and money laundering?
No, sir. As I mentioned earlier, when the question was asked for the offering of the 2.5 million, I did not conspire with accused number 3 and 4 at any point, whether it's the point of October to December or at any point. And there's no need actually for doing that when Namcor needed asset that we have. So there's no need to conspire with anybody.
I think that's the end of cross-examination on behalf of the first, third, and the eighth accused person. Please, the court to worship.
Mr. Malakia, just to the latter question you answered now, you singled out 3 and 4. The charge also speaks of accused number 2. Does your answer also relate to accused number 2?
Yes,
Okay.
for accused number 2, 3, and 4.
Okay. Now, also, you were asked from a limit friend about what was sold and bought by Namcor. So,
Yes, sir.
your answer was simply assets.
Yes, sir.
What are these assets?
These assets are tents, farms, canopies, petrol attendant house.
Okay. Let me just take you back to page 20 where you were charged on count 44.
Yes, sir, and then?
Now you see, in fact, that's the scheme of the state. The state now says, or has been saying, you, and when I say you, I'm referring to you, the accused person before the court, sold 9 service stations. But what are these service stations? Let's start. What are
Yeah. First of all, I need to clarify you the definition of me as Malawi. I did not sell 9 service stations to Namcor.
they?
So if it is in regard to any selling, making asset rights, titles, and interest in the asset that they build with their own funds, we are referring to those tanks, farms, petrol attendant house, and the canopies.
And what do you make of the statement 9 service stations? What is it?
I don't know what is the statement.
Just slow down.
I mean, do you even know what service stations are? If you ask me.
I don't have an idea.
Now, my colleague also dealt with count 47. In fact, your brother already did that. I'm just afraid that context may be lost. I'm also just going to read it. I'd like you to go to page 60 of that panel, but also keep your finger at page 21. In fact, what
60 of which bundle?
of the bundle, yes, that's where the charges are mentioned.
Page 60.
Yes.
Yes, I just want to know which bundle.
Anti-Corruption Act comes up. Bundle that has the legislation.
Yeah.
Now, Mr. Malakia, that's page 20. Sorry, 21. You note that the offenses allegedly committed is fraud, theft, false pretense, I guess that's theft by false pretense, and money laundering. We know that. Okay. Now, I'd like to go to that page 60.
And that's it.
Yes. Just bluntly, does that section 46 relate to any issue of theft, that whether it's theft by false pretenses, whether it's, as you see in the charge, fraud or money laundering?
Okay.
You'll agree that that section confines itself only to the Anti-Corruption Act. Then,
Yes, sir.
I should let my not explanation. Okay.
Mrs. Hinda?
And the court pieces, you should before state commences with the cross-determination report that on the 17th day of July, the court returned a few documents to the state for us to properly hand up those documents. And with me for court, I would like to hand up the following documents, which I have placed in a file. Can I just hand up this file of the state?
Can we just for the record indicate what documents? Yeah.
I'm about to do that now.
Okay.
Indeed, Your Worship, the handing up of that file without the defense seeing that file should not be allowed, first and foremost. And when we were in this court, the documents that court handed back to the state with concerns of sorting them out related simply to bank statements, as far as my memory recollects.
Mrs. Hinda?
Bishop, may I just have the file back and I'll just end up the bank statements one by one reporting number same. We already have an exhibit A, I believe that's the statement of Bishop, I think person may be seated.
You can be seated.
Can the court just confirm that exhibit A is the statement of Peter Malakia?
Yes, the first applicant.
Bishop, so the first document to be handed up which report can the number exhibit B.
Can you just show it to your colleagues?
Can I just read it over the because I already have this document.
Okay.
No, but Worship, you know the state streams are in shambles. It's disorganized. So let us see what they are on the map so that we can trace it back to what we
Yes, just show them so that they can just locate the
Bishop,
document.
the first statement is the NACON bank statement from Bank Winchuk, bearing the account number CHK 8023531.
Just slow down, 80.
8023531520. And then we-
Council, were you able to locate the documents?
No objection, Your Honor.
Yes, Worship. Your Worship, I just want to verify that is the same as the one in your bundle, Your Worship, but maybe in 190. Just want to verify 190.
Which bundle?
The original one, Your Worship, Peter originally testified,
At what page?
192. Your Worship, into the
Just slow down. I'm trying to locate the document. Yes. It appears this one is marked page 1 of 1. The document you are referring the court to is written page 1 of 2.
Okay, does it start with the transaction of the 1st of July 2022?
No, it's a different page.
Oh, no, I just, that's very good. Thanks.
Can the court just repeat, NACON bank account 520 of exhibit B?
No, we only have exhibit A, which is the statement of the first applicant. So this document is going to be marked as exhibit B1.
May I have consideration?
You can proceed.
Bishop, the next document will be NACON bank statement from Bank Winchuk, then account number. May I proceed?
I don't have the document. Is it next document?
CHK 800 3510 848.
Counsel, do you have the document or are you able to locate it? Mrs. Linda?
And the purposes. The next document is the bank statement of Eco Trading Council.
We have not marked this document.
That should be
But you
B.
should mark B2.
B2.
Yes.
Yes, then the document, that is the bank statement of NACON account number CHK 835-10848 is marked as exhibit B2.
just allow them to say okay. Bishop, before we proceed with infiltrating what we have committed, we should indicate the number of pages we definitely exhibited. So, NFON account number 520, that is 1 page. Director can also expect that.
Yes.
NFON account 848, 10 pages, page 1 to 10.
Mr. Casper?
You should really be following proposal in the interest of time. You should much time has already been lost. You should equally also appreciate that some of the documents the state is now holding up are also documents disclosed by the defense. When we make a proposal that we can gather into a collective effort together with the state, I mean, you would have noticed, for example, you refer to Exhibit A. Exhibit A comes from the Senate.
Yes.
So that we can then end up to the court and agree bundle of exhibits that, I mean, defense and the state has likewise covered with whichever witness. So that you should, in the interest of time, this application can move forward. You cannot now at this point be hamstrung in an administrative process. Clearly, as the one now embarked upon by the state, and precious time is lost.
Mrs. Hinda?
Bishop, I beg to disagree with Mr. Casper, because the only documents that both the state as well as Mr. Manager have in common are the Enocon accounts. But in regards to the account of eco-trading and the quality needs supplies, I will not hold it up by Mr. Manager, and I will have to make reference to it when I put the applicant before court. So it's just prudent that these documents are in. For instance, you should note that Mr. Manager inquired from court the Enocon account 520, what is the end date that it started. It's different from the things which you can indicate by the document presented up. And then it's just 4 or 5 more bank statements still to be handed up. So there's no issue with that.
Then it's fine. We can always work after
Other documents, yes. Then Ms. Hinda, you can proceed.
Is the court in possession of the bank statement of Eco Trading?
Yes.
That's the bank statement of Eco Trading CC, bank rental account. Account number CHK 800653423. It's consisting of 7 pages, ratio, each one to 7.
Counsel, are you in possession of the document?
Yes,
Yes, you do your worship.
The document then marked as Exhibit B3. B.
With the court market box,
Yes.
It should be next bank statement is for quality needs supply CC. Mayor Prostitution. Quality needs supply CC, it's a bank rental bank account statement. Account number CHK 80234898661.
Yes, the bank statement of quality meat supply has been marked as Exhibit B4.
The next bank statement is that of Onyeka. Onyeka clearing 60 and 14. Onyeka clearing and 14 CC. Held at bank venture, account number CHK 800421077.
Yes, the bank statement of Onyeka clearing and forwarding CC is marked as Exhibit B5.
You should be consistent with the record also reflect that it consists of 8 pages. Or it is equal to 19 pages. It's equal to 19 pages. Yeah, proceed.
You can proceed.
Yes, so behind this, on the record state that we only have 8.
8 pages.
1 to 8. Beside the document being numbered 1 to 19.
Linda, can you just
You should be copy that I have for you of 19 pages. You just make notes. Bank statement CC.
what is account number?
That Pandulani Farming Enterprise CC, then going to the account number CHK 8025395341. Consisting of 6 pages.
The document that is the bank statement of Panduleni Farming Enterprises CC is marked as Exhibit B6.
Is the first business. The next bank statement is that of Balancer CP. And it also for me like 2 pages. Two statements will be 2 pages. Consisting of 65 pages. But we will only refer to the first 2 pages if you initially just
mentioned, we should jealously guard against just throwing volumes and volumes of pages because we have them. We have been provided only two. Thus far in this proceeding session, only two have been canvassed. So that we don't unnecessarily dig about the recognition. There's also another dilemma. Your worship, you see that in the interest of proceedings going ahead, we are not complaining that much. I think we are aiding our clients in that respect. Now, if we were provided with two pages, and then we put it one, end up 19 pages, some of which we have never seen. Is my colleague going to cross-examine my client on those pages? And if yes, why are we being ambushed? And we did not even confirm authenticity. Surely, your worship, something must bother all of us, and in particular the court. So what is the reason for us to be given 2 pages, say last week when my client, before my client, after my client actually had started testifying, and today applied to hand out 19 pages we have not seen? What is the state interest in the other pages that we did not see? Is my client going to be confronted?
Mrs. Hinda, any response?
As the court institution, the cross-examination of the applicant before court would only relate to the 2 pages which were disclosed to the councils last week. But at the time when Mr. Malamse testified, we will refer to his entire bank statement. So perhaps for these proceedings, we can hold on to the bank statement of Mr. Malamse and then just end up with 2 pages that we have disclosed.
That is also another problem. Then why? Because Mr. Bellamse is not an applicant in this proceeding. Your worship.
Mr. Bellamse accused who?
Accused number 2. Mr. My colleague, for him, placed it on record more than 3 times now. He's not bringing. I don't even know why he's brought to court. Remember, he said he will sit in court on a watching brief. The proceedings that proceed for 2 weeks can easily become an irregularity for small. Why are the documents aimed at leading evidence against accused number 2 being handed out and wasting, with respect to our time, when he's not an applicant?
Yeah, I understand, Mr. Namande,
Yes.
but Ms. Hinda indicated she will hold on to those documents because they relate to accused.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
I'm only raising it that so that we do not find ourselves in this situation.
Yes, that issue has been put to rest.
You should, may I just touch on that issue? I beg to differ with Mr. Namanje because even though Mr. Malamse is not an applicant in his bail proceedings, reference will be made to monies that were transferred to his account. Therefore, we need to produce his bank statements as well as that of faculty in order to be able to cross-examine the applicants that are bringing the bail application to the court.
Yes, sir, God.
Yes, then we can proceed.
What is the court that am I able to proceed and then
Yes, you can proceed, then that is.
Standard bank account, Malamse CP, account number 2418794442.
Can you just repeat the account number?
2418794442. We should be able to give the court a different.
Council, did you manage to locate the document?
Yes, if it's confined only to the two. that
Yes,
we
on the
have,
2 pages.
we have this.
Then the document is marked as Exhibit B7. That is Valemse CP Standard Bank account number.
You should be next bank statement that of Foods Petroleum Logistics CC. Foods Petroleum and Logistics CC is the account held at Net Bank. Account number 11990440117. Consisting of 14 pages.
This Parkwood Petroleum and Logistics CC bank statement is marked as Exhibit B8.
The court pieces. The next two bank statements are there for Namcor Petroleum CC. Also for your position.
What you watching? We don't have these two bank statements. We never given this document. Investment. This is what you watch.
I likewise confirm your worship. We will equally appreciate that at the stage where we are, no Namcor Petroleum bank statement has been dealt with any of the applicants that have since testified. I just want to confirm, is it the deliberate agreement? Honestly, accused person is being about to be cross-examined. Expectation would have been that if there are documents that my colleagues wanted to deal with during cross-examination, I should have been given those documents prior to my client taking them, so that I prepare him to start. So is it deliberate? And for what purposes are these documents being handed up during my client's cross-examination without me even seeing them? All right, I'm not objecting, I'm placing it on record that we are being prejudiced massively.
This is
See, Your Worship, before the state can be given the permission to apply, I think the approach by the state and I don't intend to suspect the state. They have the right to conduct the proceedings as they wish, but they have to do so within the confines of the law. Because Article 12 of the Constitution, which speaks to the right to a fair trial, that right
implies the right to defend oneself. And you cannot defend oneself when you are being in ambush. This document ought to have been provided to the accused person or their legal counsel beforehand so that they can prepare their defense as far as these documents are being Please report to the commission.
Mrs. Hinda, any response?
You should be staple hold on to the bank statement of the Namcor Petroleum. Will proceed in the two bank statements which I'm able to disclose to the parties. That is the bank statement of Peter Hamgo Ilili.
Yes, then the state is indicating they will hold on to this above, then the objection is then sustained. We can proceed.
Peter Ilili, bank statement. We can confirm whether they received same.
We have that one, Your Worship.
Bank prostitution.
You can proceed.
Peter Hamgo Ilili, the bank venture account number HCK 800 5198 059.
The bank statement of Peter H. Ilindi is then marked as Exhibit B9. B9.
The application is off. Also, can you confirm that you have the bank statement from the account? Malakia Natangwe Ilindi, out as bank rental, account number CHK 11 00 59 3001.
Bank statement of Malakia Ilindi is marked as Exhibit B10.
You should will note that during cross-examination of the first applicant, Applicant Lunga also made reference to two documents that the asset purchase agreement as well as the memorandum of agreement which was entered between Ministry of Defense and Namcor. They would also like to have that same unless there is contained in the bundle that was held up by Mr. Namati in the fourth interest number.
Those documents, this morning I was trying to make it easy so that we do not duplicate. Those documents are already the purchase agreement my colleague is referring to. Your worship is in the page 51. For purposes of, we are not prejudicing the state. maybe the state can just take note where it is, because this bundle will be handed down, your worship, in totality. Several document has been dealt with. Yeah, so if the state is cross-examining, we can, our bundle, your worship, our bundle is numbered, would be the best way to do it. Otherwise, if you end up a document that is unnumbered and just lose, it will just be cause problem. That document is already, there's no need to end up a separate one.
Mrs. Hinda?
Should be stated ready to comment the process of revision.
You can proceed.
Mr. Lindy, you informed this court that you have 3 children, is that correct?
That's not what I informed the.
Or you have 5 children, sorry. You said 3 of them are minors.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You said minors, give us the ages.
16, 17, and 10.
How old are the other 2?
32 and 28.
Pardon?
32 and 28.
On the day that you were arrested, which children were with you in the house?
3 minors.
Now, was it your testimony to this court that when the police officers arrested you, at your residence, you left the children in the house?
Sleeping, yes, that's what I said.
What time of the day were you arrested?
Around 9:30 p.m.
Now, the investigating officer will come and testify and inform this court that it's not true what you're telling the court. You will come and inform the court that they allowed you to phone people to come and take care of the children. Firstly, you phoned your brother, he did not answer, and thereafter you called a female, a lady that came to the aid of this children.
I did not call somebody to come outside. The person who was there was already in the house.
Yes.
Just repeat it. The person was already in the house.
Yes.
Who was in the house?
The second one.
Yes, that's what will come and tell the court. You actually kissed the person before you left. So why are you telling the court that you left 3 children all by themselves in the house? So that's the image that you portray to court.
Do I need to answer or may I answer?
I think, I
Just slow down. Yes, Mr. Namanje?
have a question.
Yes, you can answer.
I informed this honorable court that I left my kids sleeping because they just arrived in the morning at 5 o'clock that day. So I do not know that the investigator knows that. My wife, I did not say at one point I left them alone.
But the image that you created to this court was that the constitutional rights of the children. You left the 3 children in the house.
They were in the house.
So if you want to correct, so is it your version today that there was actually an adult in the house with the 3 children?
I left the kids sleeping. They
With
did-
an adult?
Yes,
Can my colleague let my client complete the sentence? And the court requirement, with respect to my colleague, let them, you cannot mark up my client.
Sir, what is your...
I informed this court that I left the kids sleeping and they did not see their parents when they were arrested until today. That's the point that I'm standing on that one.
Okay. But now you want to set the record straight that there was actually an adult in the house with the 3 children.
They were sleeping the time I left.
Can you
Yeah,
answer
the
my
adult was-
question? There was an adult in the house.
Your worship, that's the reason why I asked the court to require my colleague to let my client testify. Your worship.
Sir, what is your answer?
Your worship, is also Hilda thinking that she had to.
Can you just answer the question? What is your answer to the question?
Can I repeat the answer, your worship? I thought there was another. I never said alone. I said I let the kids sleep, and they never see the parents when they were arrested. That's the point I'm saying.
So I take it that the 3 children were there, and your second wife was also there.
Yes.
Can you go to your personal circumstances, that document, which was I don't think it was like personal circumstances was taken updated Mr. Malaki, maybe. Do you have that document, sir?
What document is that?
Sure. It was handed report.
It was not
document that
handed.
Mr.
Mr. Namanje is on record that they will compile. Really, so it was
Can
never
you just
handed.
refer to your copy? If I need that copy.
I gave my copy today because the copy I was using is for my afternoon. So,
Anthony, can you please give your client this? Are you
yes, I'm having.
on the second page?
Yes, I'm
The
having.
properties that you have listed there are almost are the properties in your name. I'm not sure whether you justify them. Are they personally registered in your name? The properties.
There are property that registered personally in my name, and there are those registered under either a PTY or a CC.
Can you please go to VV Investment? Can you see that?
Yes.
What is the name?
VV Investment 4402. Which one is it? Just read that for us.
PV Investment 402, PTY HPD Malaki and Indy Family Trust.
Okay, just continue reading. I see there's a bank window.
They have window, and then the amount of 6.8. And the bid of 6.8.
Sir, your volume, your voice is going down.
Okay.
Yes.
It's a Ben window. The amount is 6,880,000, and the liability is 6,242,240.
Okay. Read the next entry, or can you read that?
Okaninga residence, Nandango.
Okay. What is it in Dondango? It's the house. It's
Yes.
the house in Dondango. So it's not a business.
No.
Okay. What is the value?
22 million.
So the value of that house is 22 million.
Yes.
Okay, we can put that aside. So that you get that. Austin Ilindi, who is that?
Hussein Elindi is the son of Peter Elindi Magdala.
Or it's your nephew?
Yes.
Can you tell the court what is your relationship with Emmanuel Ulunga? Do you have any relationship other than Namcor, any friendship, any personal ties that you have?
There is
And
no,
please think through. I'm going to put various individuals to you. Please think before you answer.
there is no any other relationship apart from number one. He's from Ontario, where I was born. That one is.
What is Ontele? Just explain because we don't know what Ontele is.
I just mentioned to the court previously. Ontario is a village in the Shikoto region.
Yes. So who is from Ontele?
Yes, is also from Ontario.
So you are from Ontele and Emmanuel Ulunga.
Yes.
You know him from the village.
Not from the village. He grew up in Vinod. So, I know he's from. The parents are from.
Willow James Awala. How do you know him? What's your relationship with him?
relationship with your director in Enercon was by me.
Any other personal relationship, same village, friends,
No, no,
weekends, interactions, anything?
no.
Balam, sir?
I only know him, apart from that, Namcor is working for now. No any friendship or any other.
Jennifer Amokoyo?
The same with Brennan.
Just explain.
I just know her that she's working for now. No friendship.
Panduleni Amokoyo? I'm going to frustration.
It's in order.
Panduleni Amokoyo?
I just know him as the husband to Jennifer Mkwaya. Simply because Panduleni and Mkwaya, they were in Cuba with my brother.
Victor Simaneka Malima?
I know him as he grew up in my brother's house from the age of 15, and he's the son of my brother Peter in his sister in law.
You grew up in your brother's house.
Yes.
Which house? Which house of your brother?
The one is number 15 Hamilton.
Give us that again. Number
Number 15 Hamilton.
50.
15
Okay.
Hamilton.
Amarko. Where is that?
Oakland Park.
Do you know the last applicant, Leon Nandako Stepanis?
No, I know him. Good code, yeah.
Okay, can you please tell the coach what was the composition of ENACON in 2016 and 2022? Composition, I mean, who was the chairperson, who was CEO, who was the director?
I would not know that I would not know.
But you confirm that in 2022, yourself and your brother Peter Malakia, you were the signatories to the bank account of ENACON.
Yes.
Was Brigadier Awala also a signatory to the bank account?
No.
Pages?
No, if I can recall. No.
In 2016, it was the same. Yourself and Peter, you were the signatory to the bank account of ENACON.
If I can recall this, but I cannot. 2016 is not going on.
When was Brigadier the director of ENACON?
When you are saying brigadier,
Brigadier Awala, James Awala. When was the director of ENACON?
He was the director, I'm sure, at the time of 2016, until the time of we all resigned at the same time on the 23rd of February 2023.
23rd of February?
2023.
on 23rd.
23rd of February 2023.
The two bank accounts of ENACON, for ease of reference, I'll refer to them as 520 and 848. ENACON bank account 520, who are the signatories on that account?
A joint account, that is a joint account of me and Ms. Jennifer Amapaya. I'm not too sure whether Peter was also a signatory or not.
The ENACON bank account 848. Who was the signatory on it?
Me and Peter, my brother.
When did Jennifer became a signatory to the Enacon account 520?
Yes,
Wait.
Mrs. Maybe when we are referring to Jennifer, are you referring to accused 3?
Indeed, Your Worship.
Yes, for the record,
Jennifer, and that's accused number 3.
yes, for the record, can you refer her to as accused 3? Okay, so that we just have this. Yes.
When did Jennifer became a signatory to that account, sir?
I would not know the date.
Okay, thank you.
Should I leave my relation not the one?
Yes. I'm saying, instead of referring to her as accused, as Jennifer, for the record, can we refer to her as accused 3? Now, the question would then be, when did accused 3 become to the bank account?
Noted, Your Worship.
Yes.
When did accused number 3 become a signatory to that
I
account?
would not know the date.
I want to hand the documents to the applicant. I'm not sure if it's part of Mr. Namaji's bundle. The memorandum of agreement ended between NDF and Enacon. The court there with us.
There was,
Yes, just
Your Worship, there was never any document entered into between MDF and is my colleague talking about Ministry of Defense? Is that,
Ministry of Defense, yes.
yes, that's not MDF.
The one already covered. Ministry of Defense and Enacon. Bishop can just.
Yeah.
Mr. Namaji's bundle.
There are two, Your Worship. Let me just identify which one. My colleague can tell us the date. There is one that started in 115, the defense bundle, Your Worship.
yes, Mrs. Hinda, which one are you referring to?
Date.
The date.
On page 28, on signed on the 15th of September, the 2015.
15th of September, then your worship is the one starting at page 143. 143, and the applicant also has the 143, Mr. 143.
Are there one for you lock?
Memorandum of agreement.
You can proceed.
As the court cases. Just a question before I get to this document. When you sign the asset purchase agreement, when Enacon entered into the asset purchase agreement with Namcor,
Yes.
was represented by
Yes.
Now, this memorandum of agreement, go to the next page.
And you said that
I'll give it to you. It should be designed.
there is one of the bundle.
Can I give the applicant?
No,
Um,
what can my colleague Brenda use so that the document that she gave her, she has a bundle that is number, so that is exactly the document the accused person has. She's now using the typed number and it's confusing. Why can't she use the bundle? Because she has now identified the agreement. They go to read it again.
Mrs. Hinda?
Page 171. Okay. Who signed this agreement on behalf of the Namcor Capital Limited?
The agreement was signed by Peter Elindi, Brigadier General Awara, and myself as a witness.
So you were the witness that signed this document.
Yes, ma'am.
And on behalf of the Ministry of Defense,
Petrus Shibute, on behalf of the Ministry of Defense.
and who was the witness that signed the agreement?
I don't know. That's the secret.
That's in page 170, Your Worship. What was this agreement? What was the agreement governing? For the supply of fuel? What was the agreement? For second page of the agreement,
Page 116.
116.
Because the document, if I understand, starts from page 143 to 171.
Your Worship, can I please just refer to the agreement, because can I refer to
Yes,
the pages
yes.
in the agreement?
Yes.
Please look at the bottom, the page numbers of the bottom
Of the 116?
of the agreement.
Oh, fine.
On page 143. No, you look at-
Well, I'm not sure the numbering of Mr. Namanji's bundle, that's why I want you to refer to the.
Are you saying to page 16 of the memorandum of agreement itself?
I said page 116, Your Worship, but the court informed me that
Your worship, it can't be because the document starts from 143.
Yes, that is my issue, that if the document starts at page 143, ending at page 171, when we go to page 116, it means we are out of the document.
But I do have the original agreement. It's page 2 at the bottom, but it must minus point is page 144.
Yes, but then if you are referring maybe to the document as you have it, you can simply indicate page 2 of the document
Yes,
or the
Your
memorandum, but in Mr. Namanje's bundle is page 144 for
Ever
ease
got
of
this
reference.
is-
Yes.
Are you there, sir?
Yes, I'm on page 144. That's what I'm saying.
Can you read the 7th paragraph? And where's the parties have agreed? You can read that. You can count from
And whereas the parties agreed on a 15-year exclusive petroleum product supply agreement, which agreement also required structural change to the
changes.
changes to the MOD home-based fuel station, and Enercon has completed the site survey, environmental impact assessment, site infrastructure design required for each site. Okay. So the worship, this page is bundled where I need to.
Please now. I'll give you this officer. You can continue reading and has completed the
Yes.
site survey.
Completed site survey, environmental impact assessment, site infrastructure design required for each site, and has commenced with the actual construction of MOD home-based fuel station and the design and project implementation plan required for SPR facility development.
Okay. After having read that, what was this agreement governing? Do you agree with me it was for the supply of petroleum products?
Yes.
And to make structural changes to MOD home base?
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay. That's my- And the duration of this agreement was for how many years?
15 years.
For 15 years, which was to end in 2031.
Yes.
May I proceed, Your Worship?
Yeah.
What are these home-based fuel stations? What are they?
The home-based fuel station is,
Yes, just as you read now, home-based fuel stations. What are they?
these are the home-based stations that are in Ministry of Defense.
But what are they? What is it? The service station or is it a home-based fuel station?
It's a fuel station.
It's a fuel station.
Yes.
Okay, so it's a service station. Fuel service station.
There's a difference between a home-based.
You should be.
Miss Linda, can you just allow her to answer? You put a question, what is it? Just allow him to.
It should not be a ping-pong game. If a witness has given an answer, you cannot impose an answer on a witness.
Yes, it's in order. Say, what is your answer?
My answer is the home-based station. The home-based station is different from the service station because the service station is for everyone. The home-based station is only required for Ministry of Defense
Okay, so-
usage.
Okay. Required for Ministry of Defense usage, what would they go to there? You should, is a recording, is it being recorded, because this system is falling apart, sorry. I'm not sure whether.
Yes, we are on. The light is on. Yeah, it's only the cover, I think. Yeah,
Thank
but
you, Rashid.
yeah, the recording is on.
You are saying it's exclusive for Ministry of Defense, correct?
Yeah, the service station, if you refer to a service station, is for everyone to use.
Okay. So this is home-based fuel station?
Yes.
Okay, so what would Ministry of Defense, what would they do there? What is it for? Explain to the court.
Yeah, to refuel the cars for the Ministry of Defense.
Okay. These home-based fuel stations, where are they situated?
They are situated in the Ministry of Defense.
Come again.
They are situated in the Ministry of Defense.
What do you mean by in Ministry of Defense?
In the camps inside, in the premises of the camp of Ministry of Defense.
Okay. So they are not situated at Unit 16, Bastille Street, which is the principal business of Namcor. It's easy.
I do not understand what is the
Okay.
relevance of that question.
No, just answer. Relevance will become a current.
A home base it requires a bigger space. I do not understand why council want to think that they can be situated on number 16 Bastille Street.
So what is your answer to the question?
They are situated, I inform her, your worship, that they are situated in the ministry, in the camp of the Ministry of Defense.
Just remember, when I pose a question to you, you will place the quote. I don't want you to say, I don't know what. And when I pose a question, you will place the quote. Okay? Okay.
You are clear?
Okay. So what is your answer?
But
They are situated at,
my client has answered 3 times.
In the Ministry of Defense, he's testified, yes.
okay. And that's on government property, government land, correct?
Yes.
Can you go to paragraph 7.1 of the agreement that you have?
What page?
I'll give you the page now.
Page 152.
Okay.
You have it, paragraph 7.1.
Yes.
Please read that.
The design and installation of
Can you just read a bit louder so we're recording?
the design and installation of any such overhead canopy of any MOD home-based fuel station shall exclusively be done by Elecon.
Can you just pause there? Can you just read that again? Just read that. Can you just repeat that again? Or let me read it for you. The designs and installations of any overhead canopies for any MOD home-based fuel station shall exclusively be done by Namcor. Can you see that?
Yes.
You can continue reading.
The party agree that the installation of insulated prefabricated fuel attendant structure for the following MOD home-based fuel station has either commenced or is nearing completion.
Yes.
Tobias Haineko Gabriel Garrison Saiderov, Osona Military School, Okahanja.
Okay, can we just pause there quickly? Can I just ask it? Okay, just continue. Just continue and ask the follow-up question.
Munyuku Nguvauva Barak, Kobabis, Wilbur Tashia Nakada Barak, Roiko, Nande Shafombadi Barak, Otavi, King Nehare Jampingana, Army Battle School, Oshivero, Voito Jason Konjeni Barak, Rundu, Greenwell Matongo Barak, Katima Mulino, Peter Eneas Nanyemba Barak Oluno, Shakati Military Base, whether it's Hilinje, Stefanos
Yes.
Chapuha, Danger Barak Wakana, and General Dima Amambo Garrison Crossroads.
Okay. So is this where the home-based fuel stations that you refer to, is this where they are situated?
Yes,
That's the one.
that's fine.
Can you just confirm with me, page 28 of the agreement? I'm not sure if the amendment bundle.
I don't have page 28.
This is there, the bottom.
Page 117.
170. Okay.
Do you have it, sir? That's page 28 at the bottom. Do you have it?
Just give me a moment. I'll be there soon.
Take your time.
One seven zero. Yes.
You agree with me that this agreement was signed on the 15th of September in 2016, right?
Yes.
Can you just put that one to the side? Can you go to the asset purchase agreement? Mr. Namcor, Banco, maybe the fourth can is
Page 63.
Page 63 of.
Yeah, 51. Sorry.
Yes, I'm there.
Can you also have regards to the commercial offer? The offer by, the purported offer by Namcor?
63. Yeah.
Are you there? Page 6.
Is reaching your is getting ready?
Okay, just take your time.
I'm here.
For record, my colleague must just be careful. She's referring, if she is referring to direct full sign, then she must say so. She appeared to, if you say part, she suggests parties to the offer. Those are direct. If she must just read the document as they appear, she must not substitute words to suit a certain narrative. The individual parties that sign, it's not that they are a party to the offer, they are direct representing tenants. And that is what the document is saying. A party in a contractual context is a party to an agreement.
I'm not sure what is the basis of the objection. My question was, who signed?
No.
Which party signed? Who signed it? I can rephrase.
You're just
Go to,
rephrase.
the,
Yes.
go to page 64, sir. Are you there?
Yes.
Read what's written on that page, sir.
Acceptance of offer by Eneco Namibia.
Read everything up to.
Yes, you mean the parties?
You just take Namcor Namibia, read everything. There's PTY, read everything that's on that.
Oh, okay. So acceptance of offer by Eneco Namibia Pty Ltd.
Okay. And then Peter Ilindi, you can read everything into
Peter
it.
Rindi, director, and Malaki Rindi, director.
Okay. You are Malaki Ilindi.
Yes.
Okay. You signed it.
Yes.
Okay. Peter Ilindi also signed. Okay. Acceptance of offer by Namcor Namibia Pty Limited.
Yes.
You signed.
Yes.
What did you accept?
I didn't say that I was not accepting or I was not the director of Enecon. I said I was not the author of the document. That's what I said.
What did you accept?
I accept,
Acceptance of
I accept the
by-
offer from Namcor, yes.
Which offer?
The offer to acquire, for Namcor to acquire the assets.
Okay. Then it takes us back to page 63. Go to page 63.
Yes.
What was Namcor offering you or offering you in your capacity as a director? When I mean you, I mean your capacity as a director of Namcor.
Okay.
Okay. 63.
Offer to acquire Enecon Namibia petroleum asset. That is the offer.
No. Where do you read the word asset on the document? Where do you read the word asset?
Petroleum asset. That is can you not read that? Offer to acquire Enecon Namibia Pty Ltd petroleum assets.
Okay. Read the first paragraph.
This offer is to acquire Enecon Namibia park storage facility situated in various Ministry of Defense.
Okay. So that's what we're accepting.
You should see the title first.
The
The
bulk.
title is clear. Offer to acquire Enecon Namibia Pty Ltd petroleum asset.
So are you telling this court as a businessman, you just look at the title and you accept it? Is that what you're telling the court? Or did you go through the whole document? Did you peruse through the document before you accepted the purported offer?
I do not know why it's called it a purported, but this is an offer for assets.
Did you read through the document before you signed it?
I went through the document, yes.
Did you also read that it says, this offer is to acquire the Namcor Namibia Pty Limited bulk storage facilities? Did you read that?
I will not only be limited by the word bulk, if that's where you are going. The offer is for the assets that Enecon has.
So there was an offer,
For the
and
assets.
based on this one-page offer that you received from Namcor,
Yes.
on page 64, you accepted
Yes.
whatever they were offering. You accepted.
The offer is for the asset, and the title is correct.
Let's proceed. Page 52 of Mr. Namanjo's bundle and page 2 of the agreement itself. Can you please read the first 3 paragraphs, sir? Later in the record.
53 or 52?
42.
Whereas Namco Trading and Enecon enter into a certain letter of intent to purchase asset dated 8 July 2022 and attached here with an exhibit A and made a part thereof. And whereas Enecon is the owner of the certain bulk storage facility comprises those assets and any and all equipment used by Enecon in conjunction with the operation of said asset set forth in exhibit B attached here to here in
Okay, just pause. Okay, just complete that. Hereinafter.
hereinafter thereof as asset.
Okay. You just read, Namcor is the owner of certain bulk storage facilities.
Yes.
Okay, explain to us which bulk storage facilities that you own.
The 9 home base that we built inside the Ministry of Defense. Yes, I read it as you asked me to do so.
With the 9 home-based.
home-based, yes.
Go to page 53 and page 8 of the document itself. Page 53 of Mathematics Bible.
Then that will be page 3 of the document.
Yes, sure, sure.
Yes.
Maybe you should start at page 2. Page 52 of the bundle, you should page 2 of the last paragraph, 1.1.
Did you say I must go to page 53 or 52?
52, start, because if you go to page 53, you will see that it's incomplete sentence, means it's starting on page 52. Okay? If you go to page 52, look at 1.1 in the
Purchase and sale on the subject of the term and condition of this agreement, Namcor trading agreement to purchase from Enecon, and Enecon agreed to sell and transfer to Namcor trading all of Enecon's right, title, and interest in and to the asset register signed by Enecon auditors set out under Exhibit E. Before the effective date, Enecon shall deliver to Namcor trading all certificate, ownership document, registration document, asset maintenance, record asset register, assigned by the auditor warranties, if any, or any other documentation necessary to ensure transfer of ownership of the asset to Namcor trading.
Okay, thank you, sir. We have before quote, or it was referred to in the bundle, the asset register. I'm not sure what's the number of the quote. So you handed to Namcor the asset register, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Bishop, I was just informing, start from page 76, at the asset register. You handed to Namcor the asset register.
Yes.
On page 53, it also says that Enecon shall deliver to Namcor trading ownership documents.
Yes.
Did you deliver that?
The asset register was referred as the owner's documents.
What do you mean that's referred? Because here it's two separate documents referred to: asset register, ownership document, and registration documents, and all certificates.
We gave Namcor the asset registered document as required by the
And you
agreement.
don't give them the ownership document.
Which ownership document do they require, or which are you referring to?
Sir, you cannot put questions to counsel. If you don't understand, simply indicate, I don't understand the question.
Sorry, Your Worship, I don't
Yes.
understand what you're referring to.
You just read it yourself now on page 53, sir. Enecon shall deliver to Namcor trading all certificates, ownership documentation, registration documents, asset maintenance records, asset register. So you confirm you delivered the asset register. We have ticked that. My question is the ownership document. Have you delivered that to Namcor?
I think we dealt with it in this court that you cannot have any other registration document, like you don't register, you don't have a title deed for the tanks and pumps. These are movable assets. So we deliver what was required, and Namcor never complains that for what we deliver to them is insufficient.
You state that Enecon was the owner of certain bulk storage facilities, correct?
Enecon was the owner of the home base. I don't know where the word bulk is. Maybe there's a confusion.
But it's in the
Right.
agreement. It's in the agreement that you signed with Namcor.
I just wanted to say, we never.
That is the problem with reading documents and acting. But may I ask the court to go to page 52? 52. the second paragraph in the preamble. My colleague continued to simply stop at bar storage, but the agreement gives the meaning better by saying comprising those assets. So it goes on. My colleague continued to cut the sentence to suit a certain narrative, and the bar storage has been given a meaning in the agreement.
Mrs. Hinda?
Your worship, oh,
My colleague was just saying,
Yes, Ms. Hinda?
Your worship, the offer, the commercial offer that was made by Namcor refers to bulk storage facility. The agreement, the purchase agreement which was signed also refers to bulk storage facility. Hence the question posed to the applicant report. Now, whether they were giving them rights and interest and title, that's a different question. The offer which they accepted was for bulk storage facilities. May I proceed, Your Worship? The witness can.
Just a minute.
I don't think she took it. Preamble paragraph 2. I don't know why she stuck with us.
Yes, Mr. Namanja, I understand your,
It's here.
yes,
And it say it refers to assets set forth in exhibit B.
yes, I understand. So, yes, so I'll allow the question. Say, what is your comment?
My comment is the explanation is already given. What is those bar? It's the asset we are referring here is the 9 home-based station in the Ministry of Defense.
Okay, so were you selling to Namcor the 9 home-based stations which were situated on the premises of the Ministry of Defense?
You
Is that
need-
what you were selling?
You need to complete. Is the rights, the titles, and
No,
the.
no, I'm asking you my question. If you have a different question, just.
No, no, it's wrong to
You
say we
cannot
just.
tell-
Sir,
I'm
can you
complete.
just only one speaker at any given time? Yes.
You
Sorry,
cannot
Your
tell me,
Worship.
sir, you cannot tell me I must complete. I'll pose the question. If you have an answer, you answer it. But you cannot tell me I must complete right and interest. My question to you is, were you selling to Namcor the 9 home-based stations which were situated on the premises of the Ministry of Defense? That's
Yes.
my question to you.
Yes, then the answer is yes, the rights and titles and interest in those assets.
You agree with me that you will not, if I say you at all times, I mean ENACON and you, the directors of ENACON. So ENACON, which was duly represented by yourself and Peter and Lindy, you were not the owners of those 9 home-based stations which were situated in the premises of the Ministry of Defense, correct?
We were having the rights, titles, and interests in those assets.
Were you the owners?
I don't know what you mean the word ownership. We were having the rights, titles, and interests in those assets.
Now, the agreement with, which you signed with the Ministry of Defense, 15 September 2016,
Yes,
that agreement was still enforced when you concluded the purchase agreement with Namcor, is that correct?
yes, that's correct.
Can you go back to the agreement that you concluded with the Ministry of Defense?
At what page, Mr. Namanja, can you assist?
Open up.
143.
143.
Yes, I'm there. 143.
And before, bear with me, Your Worship.
Council, take your time.
Page 22.
164.
Page 22 of the document.
I'm at 164 because I knew we got to Article 12.
answer.
I knew you were gonna go to Article 12. I mean,
Oh, you
what's
knew I was going to go there. Thank you, Master. Thank you. You knew I was going to go
So that is page 164 of the bundle
there. And
and 22 of the memorandum itself.
Since you knew I was going to go there, Master Yindi, can you please read Article 12, 12.1 in the record?
Yes, ma'am, I can read, but I have to go to Article 12.22. I will read.
Sir, you just answer what you are asked. Your question is
Your
that
worship.
read Article 12.1.
For your worship.
Yes.
Each party acknowledge that this agreement constitutes the entire, complete, and exclusive agreement between the parties concerning the subject.
Just read that again.
Consent and concerning the subject matter contained herein, no modification, amendment, consent, or discharge in the connection with the agreement, in this agreement, or its provision shall be binding upon either party unless made in writing and signed by the party sought to be charged with the same.
Now, you informed the court that what you sold to Namcor was the right and interest in
Yes.
those home based stations.
No, the witness put right title.
Title.
You worship the
No, no,
the
no.
word is-
Yes, just a minute.
Your worship, it's not open to my colleague to mistake what my client stated, your worship. And I did not even need to object, your worship. My
Yes,
client
just Mr.
referred
Namanja.
to three titles. My colleague cannot cut that down.
Yes, Mrs. Sinda, if you are referring to what he testified, for the record, can we refer to it as he indicated the rights, title, and interest?
What did you sell to Namcor, amongst others? What did you sell to Namcor, right?
The rights, titles, and interest.
What does that mean? Explain to court. You sold the rights, interest, and titles. What does that mean? They have the right to do what? Explain to the court so we can understand what actually you sold.
They are entitled and they have the rights to use, to facilitate, to use the facilities of that were built by Enecon with Enecon Finance.
Can we prosecution?
Yes, we
Can
can
you just repeat
proceed.
that again, sorry?
That Namco is entitled to have rights and interest to use those facilities inside the Ministry of Defense for the petroleum products.
Yes.
You said Namcor could use those. What would Namcor use it for? Because remember the 2016, 15 September 2016 agreement that you signed with Namcor. That was for the supply of petroleum products to Ministry of Defense, correct?
To sign with Namco on the 2016.
No, 15 September. 15 September
Yes.
2016. The agreement that you signed with Ministry of Defense.
Yeah. Yes, with Ministry of Defense, not with Namco.
Yes, yes, in Namcor, apologies. That agreement was for the supply of petroleum products to the Ministry of Defense,
Yes,
correct?
yes,
And it was for the construction and the installation of home-based stations. Are we correct?
yes,
Okay. So, and you were saying what you sold to Namcor was rights, interest to use the facilities. So, if you continue supplying fuel to Namcor, up to Ministry of Defense, sorry, you continue supplying fuel to the Ministry of Defense. correct, confirm?
At which point, because we
Okay.
need to
After
clarify.
you concluded the agreement with Namcor,
Yes,
okay, you still continue to supply fuel to the Ministry of Defense. Are we together? Or did you also sell that right to Namcor?
yeah, the sale of asset rights and interest does not cancel the agreement of Enecon to continue until 2031.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Yes. So what is the interest that Namcor enjoyed from this agreement that they concluded with you?
It has to make Namco an exclusive supplier of the product to the Ministry of Defense.
So are you saying that after you signed the agreement with Enacon, with Namcor, after you signed the agreement on 15 and 18 July 2022 respectively with Namcor, Namcor then had to continue supplying, or Namcor stepped into your shoes and supplied fuel to the Ministry of Defense? If that's not the position, explain to us. Because we want to know what is it that you sold to Namcor. You were just saying, right?
Can you just,
Bishop, can I just
yes,
finish making the statement?
yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yes, we want to understand. We want to understand, so what is it that you sold to Namcor, for which Namcor paid 53 million? So
Okay,
explain to us.
yes. Can you hold it there?
Thank you.
Say, do you understand the question?
Yes, and Your Worship.
Your Worship.
What,
from-
Ms. Hinda, can you just, yes.
Thank you.
What is your comment?
Your Worship, my comment is that from the time Namco purchased the rights and titles and interest in those assets, they can be the exclusive supplier to the Ministry of
Counsel?
Defense.
Sorry, Mr.
Yes.
I'm distracted by a close.
Counsel, you are not putting any weight to, yes.
No, Your Worship, you were just.
No, it was what the, she the one that spoke to her from the.
Okay, I just saw your
No.
response. Okay, then it's in order. No, it's okay. I just saw that when Ms. Akaspe, there's nothing wrong. I did not see her. I only saw him responding. So the first part I did not see. So it's just, yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Your Worship. Please.
Can I respond?
Yeah.
Okay, Your Worship, before you, okay, maybe the court.
Maybe you can respond.
Your Worship, from the time Namco pay the amount of 53, of which the 35 was paid back to them, they have the rights and titles to use those facilities for the exclusive supply of the petroleum products.
Sir, those of us that are not in the oil industry, can you just explain to us what if you keep saying rights, interest? What does it mean? What does it mean? Does it mean that from 19 July 2022, Namcor now had to supply petroleum products to the Ministry of Defense? Is that what you mean by rights, interest, and title?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that correct? Is that what you mean?
That's correct, ma'am.
The agreement also mentions installation and construction of the home-based fuel stations. Would Namcor also take over that duty? In other words, would Namcor also continue to build and construct these home-based fuel stations?
No, that's where I need to clarify. Enecon already did the build, construct the home-based service sites in Ministry of Defense. The 15-year agreement was given for Enecon to recoup its investment for constructing those 9 home-based stations in Ministry of Defense, and that's why it go along together hand in hand. That is, Enecon has to build, the sites are already built by Enecon with its own funds. Namcor at least has the easy part to just find the home base already constructed. It's only to continue with the supply of the petroleum products.
Okay. So it was only, so that's what you sold to Namcor, only to supply petroleum products to the Ministry of Defense.
When you have the right titles and interests, then you are the only one exclusive to supply the petroleum products.
But Mulunga offered bulk storage facilities as per the commercial offer.
If I have to
But
explain,
now you are saying that the rights and interest and titles that that you gave to Namcor, which was purportedly represented by Emmanuel Mulunga, was to supply fuel to the Ministry of Defense.
if I have to answer, there should be, might be, because they are not the one who constructed the sites. There should be a bit of confusion on the Namco side, because remember, 4 of the sites being Roykop, Kitmansop, or Sona, which is in Okahanja, and Grootfontein. The home based are attached to the SPR. We see the agreement talking about SPR, which is standing for Strategic Petroleum Reserve. They're attached to. So first we build the home base. Oh, sorry. First we build the home base, and when we build the SPR, which is a Strategic Petroleum Reserve, is attached to the home base. And that's why it could be the confusion for them for the 4 sites. That's a problem for the commercial transaction to come in agreement.
Your worship, when my client spoke of the public prosecutor, the court correctly and fairly so directed him not to do that. Only one person in the court told him, only one person agreed. But my colleague continued the rule to do that. My client was just about to answer the question. In the middle of the answer, he's been cut.
Yes, Mr. Indo, can you just allow him to respond?
You should both of us actually started talking. At the
Yes,
same time.
right.
So you know that I was interjecting. You may
Just
answer.
allow him to respond.
I will just clarify to say the way the 4 sites were built, you have a home base, and then you have a strategic petroleum reserve attached to the home base. So which means when the home base fuel station finish the product, automatically the tank at the back, and this is unfortunate that now we need to reveal things that for the Ministry of Defense that I didn't wanted to do, that should maybe the ACC should have asked me this question in the office, but now I have to do it for the record of the court. When you have a fuel home-based service station built in front of the strategic petroleum reserve, once the fuel service station finished, automatically the pump for the bulk pump automatically the fuel in front of the home service station. And that is only in regards to Grootfontein, Keetmansop, Okahanja, and Roykop in Ralphs Bay.
So you're finding yourself in a whole entanglement.
May I just place something on record, Your Worship? We will not, on behalf of my client will not take responsibility in respect of matters of security that may be exposed. You will see that the agreement protects the certain installation of the defense for good reason. I must just put it this on record. I
Yeah,
myself, Your Worship, it's not a small thing to be something irrelevant, putting up in public details about strategic infrastructure of an institution that defends the sovereignty of this country. So we will not take responsibility. My client will never take responsibility if the state deliberately and for irrelevant reasons is going into details when everything is explained, a matter that will compromise the security of this country. I don't know why my colleague.
Yes,
So I'm just putting on the record.
yes, for the record, it's in order.
I have not asked the applicant a question that would lead to highly confidential material. My
Yes, you
question
can proceed.
Yeah,
with it.
proceed.
Yes.
My question was simple. What you are now telling this court is that what you actually sold to Namcor was the rights, the interest, and the title to supply fuel, not fuel, petroleum products to the Ministry of Defense. Correct?
Yes, ma'am. But I just want to put it also on records. What make me to explain that you were always wanting to know why the word bulk was used. And I make it clear to say that could bring the confusion on the side of Namco when they talk about bulk. That's what make me to explain that. You asked that question for the bulk.
So are you saying Namcor was not sure what they were actually buying? Is that what you're telling us?
No, I'm not saying that.
Because you think Namcor was confused,
No.
or maybe they were confused. If I'm wrong, please correct me.
Can I give us Namco one? He said there appears to be a confusion on the part of Namco. That's two different.
Semantic situation.
Yes,
Please
we
explain.
can proceed, but that is how he put it. It appeared
Yeah.
there was confusion. Yes.
So it appears there was confusion from Namcor.
On those sites, I said that why the word bulk was used. But we were clear. We never wanted the bulk. We never talk about the bulk. We were clear on the side of Enecon that we are talking about the 9 home-based station.
Okay, now was there ever a meeting between yourself as the representative of Enecon, yourself, Peter, and Mulunga, who represented or who purported to be representing Namcor, to clear out the issues of what this bulk storage facilities are?
There was never
Because you were saying, yes,
there was never been an ambiguity between Enecon and Namco concerning the 9 home base.
but now you are saying Namcor was maybe not clear or not sure. Or what are you saying?
In the context of you forcing the word bulk, that's what I explained.
Now, okay, so now we are clear. The only thing that you sold to Namcor, or what you sold to Namcor, was the right, the interest, and the title to supply fuel to the Ministry of Defense.
In those assets, yes.
The items listed in the asset register, what are the relevance of those if you were only selling the right, interest, and titles in supplying fuel to the defense?
No. Why? Because even the last statement from my client clarified and said we have to start doing, but the right title is interest in the other. She's cutting it.
Ms. Hindal?
I'm not sure what I was continuation. Does the witness have an answer? Or
I have no answer to that.
oh yes, we were busy with page 164, sir. Are we there?
Yes.
Page 22 of the agreement, Joshua. You read that into it.
Yes, you can proceed.
As per this clause 4.1, did you inform the Ministry of Defense that you are selling your rights and your interest and title?
Your Worship, what if my colleague says that this girl, I have no problem with her asking the question whether or not Enecon informed defense. And the problem is, she's saying FP, this clause.
Initially, she had referred to 12.1, which was read into the record.
Yes?
Yes.
When you say FP, suggesting the clause states that Enecon must inform the Ministry of Defense. It doesn't say that. That's why I'm saying I have no problem with asking the witness whether or not the Ministry of Defense was informed, Your Worship. But when you say FA, this clause, then you must find a provision in the clause which say the Ministry of Defense must be informed. The truth is, the clause does not say that. That's what I'm trying to say.
Ms. Sinda?
Your Worship, there is no ambiguity in my question. The applicant read the clause into reports. Applicant can answer the question.
Yes, the objection is overruled. What is your answer?
This clause does not require Enecon to inform the Ministry of Defense for the asset purchase agreement.
Was there variation?
Ms. Sinda?
Sorry, Your Worship.
Yes.
Okay, let me ask you a different question. Since you entered into an agreement with Namcor, the 19th July agreement,
Yes,
2022,
yes.
it means that Namcor will step into your shoes, correct?
Namco
To
have those
continue
rights.
supplying fuel to the Ministry of Defense.
Namco have those rights, yes.
Yes. Which means, as per the agreement which you signed with the Ministry of Defense on the 15th of September 2016, you will not be supplying fuel to the Ministry of Defense.
I do not know where you find that.
But you sold your rights and your interest and your title to Namcor.
Yes, but they
Because
must.
remember, yes, sorry, you were answering, sir.
I indicated earlier there must be processes to be followed before all that. So the agreement should have able to indicate the effective dates and also the process to be followed, because you need to follow the process as these assets are situated in the Ministry of Defense. There must be processes to be followed.
The effective date is 19 July 2022, and the agreement clearly stipulates the effective date of this agreement, the asset purchase agreement, is 19 July 2022. That's the effective date. Can you follow?
Is that what the agreement says?
Yes.
What is your comment?
No, we need to be 100% sure the agreement says the effective date is the 19th.
Okay.
Can my colleague ask where that is, where the agreement says that the effective date is 19 July?
No.
Yes,
Okay, you can proceed, Mr. Manager.
I have already.
Okay. I'll pose a different question to you, sir.
Are you living that line?
Yes, I will come back to that. Yourself, Amalakia Ilinti, representative of Enacon,
Yes, ma'am.
and Peter Ilinti, also a representative of Enacon, you signed the asset purchase agreement on the 15th of July, correct?
Yes.
Mr. Mulunga signed the agreement on the 18th of July,
Yes.
correct? Okay. Now, as from the 19th of July onwards, up until the time that you stopped being the representative of Namcor,
Yes.
Namcor now had to step into your shoe, correct?
From that time, they will have the rights, titles, and interest. Yes.
Okay, from the 18th, from the time that the last party signed the agreement.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, we continue that. Now, which means from the 18th of July 2022,
Yes.
Namcor will step into the shoes, the position of Enacon into agreement.
Now, when you talk about
In terms of, let me just complete. In terms of supplying fuel to the Ministry of Defense.
When we talk, Namco will have the rights from that time. Nobody prevent Namco to be the exclusive and enjoy the fruits of being the exclusive supplier to the Ministry of Defense. It's from that time.
We will get to the question whether Namcor enjoyed it. We're first busy with interpreting the provisions of the two agreements. Can I continue?
You can continue.
Okay. So you agree with me, effective from 18 July 2022, Namcor would step into the position, I'm saying shoes, but I mean the position of Namcor Namibia Pty Limited to supply fuel to the Ministry of Defense.
Yes, they will be entitled for that.
Okay. In other words, it's not Enacon. As of 18 July 2022, it's no longer Enacon that will be supplying fuel to the Ministry of Defense.
The agreement did not prevent Enacon to continue because, as you remember, this is a national security institution. Enacon cannot stand and wait for the Ministry of Defense not to have products just because waiting if Namco could not able to take over immediately. So you need to know this is a security institution.
Which means you, Enacon, when I say you, I mean Enacon, which means Enacon actually continued supplying fuel to the Ministry of Defense.
They will have to continue because they cannot allow Ministry of Defense to be dry just because Namco did not ship in.
Now, if you say they would have to, it's a bit vague. My question is specific. Did Enacon Namibia Pty Limited continue supplying fuel to the Ministry of Defense?
Yes, ma'am, they continue to do that.
After
Yes,
entering,
Lord,
sorry, Your Worship.
you are talking.
Sorry, Your Worship.
You can proceed.
So, Enacon Namibia Pty Limited continued supplying fuel to the Ministry of Defense after the 18th of July 2022.
Question answered.
Question was not answered.
Miss Missy,
I answered.
you asked and then he indicated yes. So it was
Bishop, I
answered.
believe he said they will have to, and what my response there to was, that's vague. We want specifics. Did they continue to supply fuel? Because if he says they will have to, it means because of security, lack of fuel, they'll have to.
Yes, you indicated like that, but then you replaced did they, and he answered yes. So that question is, we are on record, has been answered. Can we move on?
Thank you, Your Worship. So if Enacon continues supplying fuel, correct terminology, if Enacon continues supplying petroleum products to the Ministry of Defense, what was Namcor doing? The ones that are now in possession of the rights, interest, and taxes, what were they doing? Because Enacon continued supplying this fuel to the ministry.
Yes, Your Worship. The ratio behind having rules of evidence is to ensure that Your Worship, you are not made to listen to any and everything the parties want to place before you. Because in the absence of the rules of evidence, the trials will never end, and hearing in a bail application will never end. Now, if we carefully look at this repetitive question by my colleague with respect, the question is then, on what aspect are they relevant? Remember, we are in a criminal court. We are in a criminal court where Your Worship, you know exactly what are the criminal activities alleged against the accused in general and the second applicant in particular. I can assure you, I think it's enough, even if it is not relevant, it's enough. Because the last question
Okay, Mr. Amanji, I understand you.
is, yeah,
And you are saying we are in a criminal court.
Yeah,
This
that-
is a bail application. A bail is sui generis. It's neither civil or nor criminal. That is what the law says.
yeah,
Yeah. So when you are saying we are in a criminal court, but this is a bail application. Yes, before court is a bail application.
in a criminal.
But we can a bail application. The principle is that it's sui generis. It's unique. It's neither civil nor criminal. That is what the law says.
No, it's
Yes.
it's criminal. It's part of criminal proceedings.
No, Mr. Amanji. This is a bail application.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, my objection is your worship. But even if it is an inquiry, it's only evidence that is relevant on a particular issue. On the question whether or not, if, say, Namcor for a week, through negligence or deliberate action or whatever reason, did not avail itself to start supplying, on in relation to what aspect of the bail application, that is the key question, Your Worship. When you look at the chart and the allegations of what fraud is leveled against my client apparently because they sold assets that did not belong to them. That is count number, the fraud charge against my client. So what is being asked really belongs to a commercial inquiry, and this is never a commercial inquiry. And it's not.
Yes, I understand with Mr. Amanji. You are on record to say it's a commercial inquiry or commercial offense, but the state does not see it that way. That is why we are having this bail application.
Hence comes the court to when I object. If the party cannot agree what is relevant, the court must.
That is, yes, that is why you make your point and then you can. Yeah. Is in that any response?
Yes, Your Worship. What is relevant for the applicant will not be relevant for the state. What is relevant for the state will not be relevant for the applicant. You should, my question is very clear. And within the next 2-3 minutes, I'll get to where I want to get. So if the court can allow me to continue posing the question, because the
Yes, I want you to respond. If you tell the court you are standing on your position, the court then proceeds and make a ruling. Yes, that is all I want.
The question is very relevant because $53 million was paid, sir.
Can you just hold it there? Yes, the court understands, Mr. Namanje, I understand the objection. However, I am at pain. The objection is overruled. He can comment on that question. The objection is overruled.
No, Your Worship.
Yes.
I just don't understand why the court is a pain.
It's a pain because he is saying that he does not, it's a commercial transaction, he does not have any. So that's why I'm saying I'm with pain to understand his objection. The witness is here, he can comment. Even if he say, I have no comment, whatever, it's a comment.
My Worship, the court should not be a pain because the court would then be entering into the arena.
This is not the arena. It's a bail. I informed Mr. Namendi, we are in a bail application. It's not criminal or no civil.
No,
Yes.
I understand.
So the witness, even if he tells me I have no answer or no comment, then we move on.
Okay,
Yes.
That's the court, that's the commission.
Yes.
Using them, it's understood. But
Okay.
the court should not be making those comments so the read or the inference. The dress code is a pain because then dress code will be descending into the
No, Mr.
But I understand
Okay.
the explanation.
Thank you for understanding. But from the onset, the court is on record to say this is a bail application. It's not a trial. The court is only concerned with the issue
the
of bail
inquiry
application.
No, I
Yes.
understand.
Yes.
That's why I'm saying it's
Okay.
appreciated. that the court-
I appreciate Mr. Casper. if you
But
understand.
your worship, I'm a bit concerned about something. I'm a bit concerned when my colleague was addressing the game and saying which proceedings are either potential criminal.
Not commercial. You said they are commercial, so that they are criminal. That's why I said it's a bail application. A bail application is it's not necessarily a civil or criminal case. That is why hearsay evidence and the rules of evidence are relaxed. That is the premise on which I said.
Okay.
Yeah.
All my context, I think the bail application in worship, we need as defense. Let's take the opening this bail application in terms of worship that if they have a strong faith, your worship, and that strength is criminal from worship. So in other words, when my colleague ask questions in relation to the alleged unlawful activity, it's unlawful activity in criminal law. So I'm getting a little bit concerned, your worship, when you say the fact that it's sui generis does not mean that it loses the criminal nature of the proceeding. Hence, your worship, I think it's only fair to be on the same page that we as defense lawyers are entitled to object when we feel that matters that are not relevant are being raised with our client. If the court's position is that in a bail application relevance does not play a role, then I would have to be content with that.
Mr. Namanje, I understand you. The court never said relevance does not play a role. Yes, that is not what the court said. Yes, so don't put words in the court. Yes, please.
Okay. I have made my submission to
Yes, you have made your submissions. I have allowed the question. I have indicated, even if he tells me I have no answer, I have no comment, we are on record. It's an answer, and then we move on. Yes. Say, what is your comment for that?
Your worship, she need to repeat her questions.
The question to Ms. Hinda, if I'm correct, was that if Enecon continued to supply to the Ministry of Defense, what was Namcor doing? That was the question.
Your worship, we put it on record in this court that we already having an agreement, a supply agreement with Namcor. So literally, even if Enecon is continuing at that time to supply to defense, the product is coming from Namcor. So I do not understand the question.
You should understand the accused needs, sorry, not accused, applicant needs a health break.
And the court will take a 10 minutes health break.